Welcome back to another episode of Podcastin with JL. This is episode 2, and I have a special guest with me today, Ty, in the house.
What's up? How y'all doing?
And I just want to mention, if you're wondering why my windscreen looks a little crazy, it's because I had to make my own, because he's got the good one over there. So if you guys are wondering. Anyways, so today we're going to talk about a little bit about how we met, our internship, meeting Timberland, future projects, and even a business venture that we're going to embark on. So it's going to be awesome.
Epic as hell.
Yes. So we're going to start with basically, why don't you tell everybody who you are? Who is Ty?
Well, me, I'm a hard worker. You know, I have a regular 9-to-5 job just like everybody else. Producer, beat maker, photographer. She's got me into that.
Oh, yeah.
It's really nice. That's just a little bit about myself. Can't tell you guys everything. You gotta come meet me in person and I'll tell you a lot more.
So how did you get into music? Like, how did that all come about?
How did I get into music? I started at a Christian private school. Yeah, I went to a Christian private school, by the way. It was handbells, actually, that got me into music.
Okay.
Ching, ching, ching.
Jiggling,
we
baby.
had like a little concert back in the early 2000s.
Nice.
And that's how I got into that. It was like a little mini concert.
Awesome. So people are probably wondering, like, how did we meet? Like, how
Oh,
how did that even come about?
This is crazy. Like, guess one day I was on Facebook just looking, and all of a sudden I saw a Timberland post that I really liked, and I got more in depth into it, looking at the comments, and that's where I saw her comment. It said she was from like the 757, and that's basically how this started off. That's how we met.
As I always try to put hashtag 757 just to let people know, like, hey, that's where I'm at. And I don't even remember what the post was about, but I remember you were asking me about pictures, if I took pictures, and at the time I didn't really take pictures of people.
Yeah.
I was more into like taking pictures of storms and random stuff, and you're like, hey, I make music, and I'm like, like,
got an idea.
Yeah, it was just like something like I checked out your music, and I just felt like, I don't know, it was just like, man, like I know a little bit about music because I was making music a long time ago, and I'm like, I think I can probably like maybe help them out or something like that. So I just felt like it was just something that was like, do it, just do it. And then we were trying to take these pictures. Like, we had this photo shoot planned, and I'm telling you, like, it was storms and rain and
Crazy.
blizzards every time we were trying to like get up to take pictures.
Definitely.
And we could never like meet up. And finally, like this one day we met up. It was kind of rainy, wasn't it? I think it was still.
Yeah, it was kind of like drizzling that day.
Yeah, we figured like, well, let's just do it. Like whatever happens with this rain, we're just gonna roll with it. And it ended up being like the most epic photo shoot ever.
Epic. Can't get better than that. Cannot.
Like, I think it worked in our favor. It was like really foggy, and we found out like the puddles and the rain like was actually a cool effect. And I'll show you some of the pictures here you'll see in our video, but like these pictures, I think they turned out really awesome. And then like Virginia Beach has a lot of like cool murals and paintings and stuff, and it's really awesome.
Awesome. You guys should check it out. This girl right here is like one of a kind.
The crazy thing is like we make music and we try to like collaborate and stuff like that. But then Timberland Studio, I saw that it was up for sale, and I was kind of heartbroken because I thought maybe like it would get bought out by a restaurant, and that was the end of it. And so I try to reach out to them. I'm not going to say who the company is because I'm not the type of person, but I reached out to you guys. Nobody got back to me. They didn't say not one word about shooting a video there, just to walk around. Fast forward like 6-7 months later, I saw that it was bought out by a guy named Josh. And I saw Andrew in the picture, who's like the best engineer. Like you
wouldn't even believe it.
His credits are crazy. Shout out to you, Drew. But we saw their picture in there. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to hit them up, see what's going on. So I hit them up on Facebook, and they responded back. and they're like, hey, you guys want to come by? And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, we want to come by. So I told him about it. And then he's like, yeah, I'm down.
Luckily, I had that day off, just out of nowhere.
They were like, why don't you guys come by tomorrow? And it was Wednesday, and then tomorrow would have been Thursday. So I'm like, all right, but I had to work. But I actually like completely took a half a day for this. So
dedication.
We put the address in our GPS, and that was crazy, just seeing the address in there. And we drove over there, and the whole time driving over, I'm like, oh my God. We're going to Timberland's home studio. Like, we're doing it. We're going over there. I was just so excited. So we drove over there. We got there, and I think Josh was outside, wasn't he?
Outside, just talking to some other people.
Yeah.
That came to the studio.
We didn't know who he was really at that time, but like now we know his name's Josh. But he was outside, and he's like, hey, come on in. And then Andrew walks up to the door. He's like, you guys know who this is?
So I'm like,
yeah, legend. He's a legend. We know who he is. And we walk in, and oh man, I just like I've seen the studio and videos and pictures, but just to be in there,
you have to be there to know what was up. It's just crazy feeling.
And they gave us a tour, and I just felt like I just couldn't believe we were at the studio. I just couldn't believe it, and I don't know, like the one thing I felt was like the Timberland really truly loves music, because there was pictures everywhere, like the same pictures were on the wall that when he was there at the studio. Like you could just sense that he truly loves music. So fast forward, we were in the big studio, and they were talking to us, and they were like, yeah, so you guys want to intern
on like,
Saturday?
Oh, wow. Like, man, it's crazy.
We were like, yeah. You were off Saturday, right?
And I was off Saturday. That's just crazy. Like, everything happens for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Like, everything, it just kind of fell into place. And we're like, yeah, we're coming Saturday. We're definitely coming Saturday. So we go there. We kind of get, the idea of what we're going to be doing and, internship type deal. But so fast forward, it's a couple months. Something in the Water.
Oh, yeah, Something in the Water Festival. That was... Shout out to you guys for coming out, man. Y'all did a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Can't wait for next year.
So, Something in the Water Festival, that was, April 26th, I think?
Mm-hmm.
So, we'd been interning for a couple of months at that time, and we thought maybe some people would come by. But anyways, that day, there was, like, this crazy storm.
Oh, yeah.
Lightning, thunder, hail
too, man.
Tornadoes.
Crazy.
Man, like I have a video kind of this, so if you check it out in the description, you'll see the storm. But anyways, I think it was a Netflix crew or something filming. Yeah. So they came by, and Timberland came by too. So this is how we met Timberland.
Crazy.
Like, we were all upstairs in the kitchen because we were just trying to stay out of the way. There's like, 10, 15 of us?
Yeah, it was about 10 people.
Yeah, so we were just all in the kitchen just waiting. And, I mean, me and him, like, that's our idol. So I think we were, like, the nervous out of everybody, most nervous.
Oh, I was crying. God, you guys did not want to see me. Like, bloodshot eyes. No, y'all did not want to see me.
Yeah, you definitely cried. I was nervous. I was freaking out. And they were like, why are you freaking out? And then this guy ended up, like...
breaking down.
Like, breaking down.
Broke down. Like, James Brown broke down.
But it was just crazy because when it hits you, like, if this is your dream...
Yeah.
Like, we met on Timberland's Facebook page, got the internship at his old studio. Like, we're around amazing people all the time. And then finally we meet our idol.
That was a good feeling, man. Those were happy tears. Those weren't sad tears. Those were happy. That was like one of the happiest moments of my life right there. Just to be there and just experience just meeting him and having his high spirits and energy. Everything was lovely. Can't get no better than that.
Yeah, it was definitely crazy.
Never in a million years I would have thought I would see Timberland. You know what I mean?
Me either.
Crazy.
I mean, we were all watching out the window, and then we saw him roll up and get out of the car. We're like, oh my God, that is Timberland. Like, that's him. That's him. I'm freaking out because this is my idol, and I'm seeing him like in person. Man, it was just so nuts. And we heard him come in. We couldn't see the door where we're at because in the kitchen you can't see.
Yeah, you can't see.
But we heard the door open and we hear his voice. We hear his
That voice
voice.
is so, oh man,
It's
one of a
iconic.
kind.
Like you could tell it was Timberland. Like you heard his voice, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm freaking out. I'm like, that's Timberland's voice. That's his voice. I'm like looking at you, and you're like freaking out.
I'm like, oh my god, shake my knees, going back and forth. Oh,
And
man.
I'm pacing all over the place, and they're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, y'all don't understand.
Y'all don't know who this is.
This is my freaking idol, his idol. This is like who got us into making music. Like this is it.
Yeah, it's true.
If it wasn't for him or the Neptunes, I wouldn't be making music. Like
That's
wouldn't.
definitely true. Shout out to you guys, the Neptunes and
Yeah.
Timberland. Appreciate you guys. Y'all got us through some pretty good times, man. Rough times for me, but shout out to you guys.
It's nuts. And so I know they went into the big studio, or was it Studio A? Or
I think it was Studio A.
yeah, so they went in there to record the documentary, and then they come out, and we're just all standing up there waiting, like, oh God. And then we hear him like walking up the steps, and we hear his voice like getting louder and louder, like he's getting closer and closer up the steps to where we are. And then I see him. And we're all just like, our back is like against the wall
I was looking right at the steps.
Yeah, you were looking right at the steps, and they had like this canvas picture behind us, and we were kind of like standing against that. And he comes up the steps, and I see his face, and you see his face. He's
Wow.
like, well, I didn't know the camera crew was behind him.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Like I'm talking like legit camera crew, completely behind him, pointed towards us,
Yeah.
like right at our face.
That was something. That was a great experience, though.
Man, and then he's like, yeah, I'm a personal chef. This is where I used to make me food. And he's just talking about how it was, like, being at the studio. And I'm freaking out because he's, like, 3 feet from us, if that.
Me, he was, like, directly in front of me. I was standing in front of the picture,
Yeah.
and it was just crazy.
I got out of the way because
crazy.
it was overwhelming. And, yeah, so we watched him sign the picture. Was it Timbo the King or?
Timbo the King, something 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
And yeah, so they do their tour or whatever, keep filming, and they walk off, and then like I'm just like, oh my god, like that was him. He was like right there. I'm freaking out. You're freaking out. Everybody else is just like
Standing there.
like yeah, but
Oh man.
it's nuts. And yeah, so they finished their recording, and then I hear like, y'all come down, and we're like,
We ran down there.
like we literally
Quick.
like I don't even think our feet touched the steps.
Nope.
We flew down those
One,
steps.
two, one, two.
Like we ran down the steps, and he's just there, like as close as we are. He's there. Oh man! And then finally, we got to take a picture with him.
Yeah.
And we were kind of scared because he went into the live room
Yeah.
by himself, and then we're all just like,
He's like, come on in. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. I'm like,
and then he
oh,
put his
God.
hand out, and like, like,
And I kind of got nervous, and I just
yeah,
shook his hand.
man.
Great experience.
And basically, he just told us, keep the energy up in the studio, make good music, and just keep doing it. Like the best advice ever, really.
It really is, especially coming from somebody like that. That's amazing.
Man, I mean, we've met a lot of people at the studio. I mean, I'm not going to say who because I'm not going to throw it out there, but like we've met a lot of like famous people at
Shout
the
out
studio.
to you guys at the studio. Man. You know
Yeah.
who you are.
Shout out to you guys, and it's just been a blessing. Like we're learning a lot. If anybody's into music or beat making, and you have a studio around, just intern. Like,
Definitely.
it's a good way to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Learn a
Definitely.
lot, and you meet a lot of cool people too.
That's true. It's awesome.
I think like just doing what we do, it's cool to be around people that are into what you're into because it gets you motivated.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're
Definitely.
not, if you're around people who are just like, kids and wife and they go home and whatever, I mean, you're not going to be motivated to do stuff. But if you see other people doing stuff,
That you like to do.
yeah,
It's awesome.
like it gets you into it.
It's
So
a great vibe.
yeah, so to the kids out there, intern when you can, whatever it is you want to do, get an internship.
Definitely a good start. A great
Yeah.
start, actually.
And I think all of this happened within like maybe a year or two or something. This
about
pretty fast.
a year and a half too.
It's just crazy. So from meeting on Timberland's Facebook page to getting an internship at his former studio and to meeting him.
That's a big step, huge step.
It's crazy. It's kind of just wow. But yeah, so that was our meeting Timberland experience. And actually, we're going to actually try to put together like a photography, video, audio business. That's going to be kind of our focus. Yeah, and music, our focus. Because I think like as a team, like we can do some crazy stuff.
Definitely. And with her skills and my skills, man, you can go far.
Like take over the world. Like
you really can.
Pinky in the brain.
You got to set yourself up there like that. You got to.
Yeah, I think it's just all about like putting it into the universe, and it's silly, but it works, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Like write it down, put it on your little cubicle or your thing at work or whatever.
Definitely put it out in the world.
Yeah.
Like, you got to speak it.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to speak it into existence.
Yeah, it's crazy, but anyways, I think that about wraps up our episode 2 of Podcastin with JL. Anything else?
Whatever you had the passion for, do it. Don't be afraid what anybody tells you. Just have it in your mindset, and you take it from there.
Definitely, because I think I pretty much gave up on music at that point, just because the industry changed. And it just wasn't the same anymore. Like the Neptune's beats weren't out, and it was just kind of dry and just.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he got me back into music, and then, he's into photography, and like I think we kind of
clicked right there.
Yeah, like motivate each other as a team. So big things coming in the future, for sure.
Oh yeah, the FMC.
Yeah,
it's coming at you. Don't forget it.
What does that mean, FMC?
Man, come on. You know the FMC stands for Flash Mix Crew.
Yeah,
come on
Flash
now.
Mix Crew.
But yeah, we got some stuff coming for you guys, and just wait.
Oh, yeah,
everything's
definitely.
coming.
It's coming, but yeah, that was pretty awesome. Thanks for being a special guest.
All right, man. Always.
Yeah. So now people know the story of how we met, our internship, meeting Timberland, and like our future projects. So
that's dope.
That's a wrap.
See ya.
Thanks for watching.